Hi Leo, it's your girl Nina Rose coming at you for your August, September, and October Joyous Love for 2019. And thank everyone for their likes, shares, and subscribes. And just gonna basically get into it. The energy that I'm having for you, Leo, is like a lot of you have basically come up off of the false twin flame. A lot of you had your season may have lasted for a few years of dealing with a false twin flame. A lot of toxic energy, a lot of depression, a lot of oppression, a lot of deceivement, and it was all due to it felt like that person could have been the one. So, and that's the energy that I'm getting that you all are coming off of. Going into the next 3 months, a lot of you may be dealing with a lot of the harsh communication that went on within this union. You have the Knight of Swords here as the overall energy for your spread, the tarot spread that I'm doing. A lot of you may be dealing with as far as you all may be having communication coming in that's harsh from this individual, or you all may be dealing with the thoughts, the things that were said in past arguments, and the lies that were told, the disagreements. That's the energy that I'm getting. A lot of you, like I say, with the Knight of Swords here, the harsh communication that came in, maybe the actual the straw that broke the camel's back, like that actually ended the relationship, the actual information that came in. So it may have already come in, but this energy that woke you up, this information that came in that woke you up, is what you may be focused on for the next 3 months. I know we're in August, but it's like this energy this is what's on your mind, what was actually said to you, maybe out of anger, and then you may have found some out. Look, this is your overall energy for these. This is what I'm going to use to clarify. Your overall energy here is the Page of Swords. So you may have found out through social media. You may have found out somebody, the other party may have come and told you, but you may have found out some information concerning them and you and your relationship moving forward. Whether you decided to move forward with them or not, your relationship moving forward. So basically, in August, you're dealing with the King of Wands in the upright. So this may be, you may be dealing with yourself or another fire energy. But it's being clarified by the Sun. Okay. This energy of someone, a boss, maybe not even a boss, but like a boss type person that actually is supposed to be in a relationship. And this may be the overall energy of you. Maybe you're a little in and out when it comes to the relationship because of things that have went on. You have the Sun card clarifying the King of Wands in the upright. Oh, this is the bottom of the deck. Look at me pulling out the bottom of the deck. And so basically, you didn't manifest in this relationship. You didn't manifest the partnership that you wanted. Because you have the Lovers and the Magician in the reverse clarifying the Sun card. But what it's telling me is that your views and perceptions of a relationship, this relationship changed your views and perceptions of relationships. Basically, you agreed to so much You never manifested the relationship that you wanted. It was always a lover's relationship. It was always a triangle. There was never just it was never a relationship that it was something to be had. This relationship kept you praying. That's why I said the energy that I was getting is that a lot of you are coming off of a relationship of a false twin flame. A lot of you have held on to a relationship longer than what was needed because you thought this person was it. You couldn't manifest because you had toxic energy, and what was good for you, you didn't receive. So you may have had family members telling you about this person, you didn't receive the energy. You only received their energy because at that point you was in bondage. You was in bondage to a notion or idea or thought that they had given you that y'all was going to go further. And when I'm ready, I'll probably marry you. I'll marry you. It's not probably. I'll marry you. When you're ready, I'll marry you. I'm not ready yet, so I can't marry you. You know, steady dragging on this cup that never appeared. You know, the cup of love. You know what I'm saying? It never appeared. So you was receiving of the toxic energy, but the nurturing and love and support of family and friends that are telling you that on the outside looking in, telling you this person ain't no good. But you felt like things were going to work out. So the truth here, the Ace of Swords is here in the reverse. So this is, and your wake up may be in August. Your wake up may be in August, and a lot of times we wake up, but then the actual wake up is the truth of the matter. The truth is really bittersweet. The truth is really a little all over the place. A lot of people deal with people because they want the love that's being promised, but don't really understand that love isn't coming. And then all the stuff you go through, some people feel like you got to go through a lot. You really don't have to. We're taught that to go through the struggle. But some things can really be avoided if you really understand what a red flag is. You know, a lot of us don't understand what a red flag is until after we done got 30 red flags or more. You get way more than 30 red flags over a course of time of years of dealing with somebody. Especially if all they bringing is toxic energy. They're bringing out the worst in you. I may be immature, so I still may like to do things that somebody that may stay at home with their kids don't do anymore. I may not be at that level yet, so then it's easier to bring out some toxic energy because I'm not there mentally. Not saying anything's wrong with it, but when you are in a different space of perspection and not really going through the true the moments of real growth, you may appear to be an adult. You may have the body of an adult. You may have the age of an adult, but your actual perception may be a child still. You know how children just forgive. You know, they forgive off the bat, and a lot of people are still living in that, even as adults. We play the fool very easily. You know, and I feel the energy of you are no more. That's the energy that I feel, because it's like you wanted you turned away the truth for a cup of love. But it really wasn't a cup of love. It's just what the appearance of what you thought love was. You thought love was sex. You thought love was somebody coming home to you. You thought love was I do things for you. You do some things for me. But I do things. You thought that was love. You know, or I try to make a deal with you on being semi-faithful. Ain't none of that love. You know, and the thing is, A lot of you are realizing that the true endearment that you're looking for, you haven't had yet. And some of you are reminiscing on conversations that you've had with people, and now you're realizing you didn't have that. You thought you did, but you didn't. You also have the Empress here in August. A lot of you are going to waking up. You're going to start back loving yourself. Get back on top. You're going to leave with the bandages, the scars, the wounds, and you're going to level up. Because now it's time to show your growth. You may have went through some things, Leo, but you've actually grown. That mature person that you're always looking at in somebody else's eyes is in you now. We all grew up off of somebody. And just because I grew up off of you, and most times the person you grew up off of, you don't be with. Very rarely. You grew up off of them, you be with them. So in August, you'll be exhibiting your growth through this very toxic relationship that was a false twin flame. Because your real twin flame is coming in. By the time you realize you can't get your real twin flame in until you let go of the false one. Because the universe is not going to let you drag that baggage like that. You have to honestly acknowledge that wasn't it. So for September, we have the Strength card in reverse, your energy in reverse, being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're no longer putting energy into something that's not working. You are done. You're done being strong in the connection, trying to keep it together, calling them, saying, hey, I want to be with you and this and that, and we can make it work. I know you're not even negotiating anymore. You have the Seven of Swords also for September, which you're basically on the defense about the deception. You could have been dealing with an Aries or a Gemini, but you have the King of Swords here in the upright. So you're kind of on the defense with this person. Whoever this person was, Leo. You're on the defense with them. You're not listening to the lies anymore. And then you have the Six of Wands here in the reverse. You're no longer trying to make them look good. And they probably tarnished your reputation, which really killed the desire for the relationship. I think a lot went on, but you have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse clarifying the Six of Wands. So that means basically your ego I don't know if you need to speak up about this, but this is something that's on your mind. And you haven't actually spoke up about what went on. You haven't actually cleared the air. But you lost desire for this person when they tarnished your name. But this is how we grow up, when you realize the difference between what you doing me falls in the lines of an enemy. That's just like gossip and slander. You realize about gossip through the things that you say about people and the things that you hear about people, right? That's slander. It's still slander. It's somebody else. Then you realize how a relationship can be torn apart through somebody saying something about somebody else behind their back, or exposing something that was supposed to be kept secret between them. A lot of you have learned a valuable lesson because this is something that you may have already went through, but it wasn't with someone that you trusted. That's why I say in the beginning of the shuffle, I was really getting the energy that you all are done. You honestly realize that this person is not for you. You have the discovery card here in the reverse for September, which means you've already discovered different facets about yourself. Now it's time for you to walk in them. The self-love and self-preservation is what I'm hearing strong. A lot of you are realizing what it's going to take to succeed, to survive in this land at this time. What I have for the month of October, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse, clarified by the Seven of Cups in the upright. So when you let them go, you open the door to your other opportunities, the other people, the other suitors. You have let go of this situation that kept you in a third party, kept you always with somebody else in your relationship. You have finally let go. And you're actually open to other opportunities. This person here is sitting here thinking about the other options that they have and what they may obtain with them people. This person is no longer an option. You've removed yourself, from the heartache, the pain. And it's really, like I say, it just seems like this harsh communication came in, the Knight of Swords. The overall energy of the tarot cards that I use for your spread, there was some communication that came in. You may have found out they may have spreaded you online. Pictures, videos, straight up just slandered your name. But this was the tip of the iceberg. They'd have done countless other things. But this is what really just took you to the point of, I don't want this no more. There may even be a legal justice system, legal system involved or something. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So this relationship is no longer any good. The time that has been invested, you don't even care about it. It's in the reverse. I don't even care about the time that we invested because I don't want it. I have to keep clearing my throat. It's almost as if some of you may not be talking. You may not even be answering the phone. And then, see, you all been dealing for a while. Remember I said that cup that never came in? Kept promising you a cup. It's still in the reverse. Not really. This long-term relationship never yielded a permanent cup. Because they never had any intention on giving you a cup. It was just to string you along with the anticipation of a cup. A ring. And then you knew this going in, that this person probably was lying. But you wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. You knew they was a hoe. You knew that they were no good. You knew that they lied and cheated and deceived and slandered everybody else. You didn't think they would do that to you. You knew this going in, what type of person this was. October, this is going to come up. That's why I just had the energy that I was getting in the beginning is strictly this. This is on your mind. All the things that you saw beforehand, now they're being played out on you. Anytime I had a homegirl once, and she was like dealing with a guy who was like real scandalous. And it was like he was talking about everybody he ever been with. Now I was like, I wouldn't deal with him. He messy. At the same time, he talked about everybody he been with. He slandered everybody's name. What you think he gonna do to you when he finished? If he doing it to them, he gonna do it to you too, and he still talks to them. Got kids with some of them. So what you think he gonna do to you when y'all are done? Even when y'all not done. Because if you still talking to them, that means you're not done, but you're still talking about them. And I'm quite sure it's women that do that too. But I'm just saying a situation that this is what this energy feels like. You knew this person was dogging other people out that they had been with. Talking about them to you, but that was to keep you on board. Then when they did it to you, you can't understand why would they do that to you. Look at this. Five of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Swords. And the upright. bickering and arguing. Now, how could you do this to me? Why me? Why not you? It's the same thing with other people. I want you to stay encouraged, Leo, because what you have is instincts here. Learn to use your intuition more. But one thing about dirty people, people be dirty all the time. And they dirty to everybody at one point in time, at some point in time. A lot of times we can't wait till the cup get full of bull crap before we actually pour the cup out. When you get a little drop of that bull crap, you just go and throw the cup away. Now, what is that? Oh no, throw that in the trash. But I really got the notion that a lot of you have grown up off of this one. And you're ready for your mate, your real mate. Because now you're going to know the difference. You couldn't have known the difference before if you went through all of this. That's them growing pains. And we all grew up off of somebody. Leo, this is your August, September, October, Joyous Love 2019. Have a good one.